chapter 6. Therefore, leaving the principles of the doctrine.
Some people are putting their money where their principles are as consumers in the Chicago area take part in a one-day economic boycott.
Hey, listen, for the guys who are young, because I done had some of the younger guys who I've seen, I don't really care too much about you old rascals. Obviously, you're never going to change. But for some of you young guys, you know what I mean? Like, who's hearing that it's something going on today in which you shouldn't be spending. Dude, live your life, think for yourself, do what you're going to do anyway. We're men of action, first of all. It's a very passive-aggressive beta male tactic to not like something and then to go sit and do nothing. Like, that's what a child would do. Go pout. Y'all gotta stop following the women. Like, dude, we live in a matriarchy. I say it over and over again. Y'all gotta think for yourself. Bruh. They don't like that man. You know what I mean? So they're going to pout and kick and scream and have all type of emotional reactions in regards to whatever he's doing. And they're not even going to, look at it logically, because that's not what they do. They're emotional creatures, Need I remind you that the very stores that you guys are attempting to boycott today are the very stores they told y'all to burn down in 2020 because of George Floyd got killed. And then that's the reason none of them even stay open 24 hours anymore. They all upset, talking about we're going to disrupt the economy. Y'all disrupted it by putting that last guy in office. Y'all told the young folks that long as you're upset, then it's all right to loot and steal. Now everything's locked up and the price of everything is through the roof. Now you got those people who saw that getting older, and soon as the times got tough, they just started stealing. You can't raise the younger generation like that. And that's what happens. That's why fathers and men are so needed, and men with backbones. Like, dude, you can't be afraid of what they're going to say. So what? Dude, if you got a different political opinion than them, so what? You a grown man, bruh. Think for yourself. They're gonna pout and kick and scream, dude. They're like children. Just put them in the room and they'll just kick, scream, and cry until they go to sleep. They can't do anything to you. They don't have any power, dude, other than just that. That's why they're doing it. And they're trying to make you like that. But you're a man of action. Hopefully, you grow up into a man of action. We do things if we don't like it. Politically, then you lobby their competition, or you go to war, or you do something. You don't say, hey, I'm going to passive aggressively like a beta male protest and go do nothing. No one cares anyway. You're a man, dude. No one cares if you live or die, first of all, let alone if you spend some money today. All that money will stop if you just die today, and they wouldn't care either. They'll throw you into the ground, and 3 weeks later, no one would mention you. And yet y'all care about what these people think in real time. Dude, they don't like that man. They're going to try to do whatever. And y'all who are spineless and listen at them are going to continue to make emotional decisions based off of how they feel. I mean, They almost put that witch in office. And most of you voted to put that witch in office, and that's embarrassing. You didn't have the courage to think for yourself. You didn't like that woman. You didn't like the last guys. Y'all seen the price of everything go up. You're crazy. You're a man. You provide and pay for things. You're going to tell me that in the last 5 years, the price of everything hasn't steadily been climbing? Huh? Stores haven't been shutting down because the doggone looting, and now somebody's doing something good and they want to pout, kick, and scream, and you guys are about to follow them. You should be ashamed of yourself and embarrassed. Like, you should grow up. Like, some of us think for ourselves and we look at that like, ooh, you spineless. Like, you spineless. You care about what they think that much, bro? That you can't even just share your opinion? You can't even have your, let alone have your own. But let's just say you do. You're too cowardly to share it because you're scared that you won't get their little warm gushy insides. We all like their little warm gushy insides. You're scared they're gonna stop giving, they're not gonna stop giving you that either. Or you're worried about mommies and the aunts or your grandma's approval. Who care about if Big Mom know you like Donald Trump or not? Who care? And that's what happened. That's why you can't need them. That's why you can't ever need them, dude, because then you won't be able to be a man and express yourself however you want to. You'll be constantly tiptoeing and worrying about what they gonna get offended by. Hell with what they gonna get offended by. They don't care what you gonna get offended by when they talking about you. They only think about themselves. I tell you right now, if you ask any one of them, you ask any woman right now if she would want to go on a shot, say, hey, listen, I'm not into this political stuff, and the parlay hit last night. Let's just run to Lennox and get a few things. Let's just do a little shopping. Who cares about any of this? I mean, are you really even into this anyway? I guarantee you, dude, she would fold because they don't care about anything but themselves. They're human. Like all of us, they want to know what's in it for them. And any guy that's trying to participate in this mess today, dude, nothing's in it for you. Nothing's in it for you, dude. They'll participate in all type of events where nothing is in it for them because, I mean, hell, they get to just skate up out of anything. But, bro, you're a man. You're a man, dude. Be a man of action, you know. It's very beta male and passive aggressive. To one be, you know, so brainwashed that you're not even thinking for yourself. I mean, dude, some of them like talked y'all into letting them put that shot in y'all arm. Like, think about it. They don't even talk about that anymore. That was just a few years ago. Y'all were getting the shots put in your arm because of them, having an emotional reaction. Well, we need to end this thing. Let's just take some poison. Man, please. Y'all about to let them finish the job, bruh. Think for yourself, dude. It could cost you everything.